Have you ever walked out to your car at night and realized your headlights were so cloudy you could barely see the driveway, just like I did last week? That's when I grabbed a lemon from the kitchen and decided to try something different. With a bit of baking soda and a few simple steps, I watched that cloudy plastic start to clear up right in front of me. And the best part is, everything I used was already sitting around the house. Start by cutting a fresh lemon in half, then slice it into smaller pieces so the juice releases easily. Set the pieces aside for a moment. Grab a small cup and add a generous amount of baking soda. Now squeeze the lemon juice directly into the baking soda. You'll see it foam up right away, and that reaction is exactly what helps break down the cloudy layer on old headlights. Make sure the mixture turns into a thick, smooth paste. It should cling well to the lens and stay in place while it does the cleaning work. This simple combination is all you need to start bringing that dull headlight back to life. Now that the mixture is ready, I start by using masking tape to divide the headlight into two clear sections. This gives you a clean comparison later, and it also helps keep the work neat. With the surface prepped, I take a small brush and spread the lemon baking soda mixture across one half of the headlight, making sure it covers evenly from edge to edge. Then I place the thin lemon slices directly onto the surface. They help keep the mixture moist and add a little extra cleaning power. Once everything is set in place, I leave it alone for about 30 minutes so the reaction can break down the cloudy layer on the lens. This simple step makes a big difference in how well the headlight clears up. Let me know your state in the comments. It's always great to see how many DIY folks are out there. Once the mixture has had time to work, I take a soft sponge and start scrubbing the headlight surface. I keep my strokes even and steady, letting the sponge lift away the buildup that's been dulling the lens for years. You'll notice the grime starting to loosen right away. After a good scrub, I wipe the surface clean with water and a dry cloth. This step helps reveal how much the lemon and baking soda have already restored the clarity before we move on to the next round of polishing. Now that the lens is clean, I take half of the lemon we used earlier and sprinkle a little more baking soda right on the cut surface. As soon as the soda touches the lemon, it starts to fizz, and that reaction helps loosen the deeper layer of oxidation on the headlight. I press the lemon against the lens and scrub in slow, steady circles, letting the mixture do the work. This step gives the plastic a deeper clean and helps brighten it up before we move on to the finer sanding. Once the whole surface is covered, I wipe it down with a clean cloth so we're ready for the next pass. I spread another thin coat of the lemon baking soda mix over the whole lens. This gives the plastic a cleaner base so the next polishing step can really shine. Now that the first layer is clean, I take a sheet of 1200 grit sandpaper and lightly wet it. I work it across the lens using steady, even strokes. Now that the surface is cleaner and a lot of the haze is gone, we move to a finer polishing step. I spread a thin layer of toothpaste across the headlight, making sure it covers the entire area evenly. Toothpaste works well here because it has mild abrasives that help smooth out the last layer of oxidation. After that, I take a piece of 2000 grit sandpaper, wet it, and begin sanding in slow, controlled motions. The water keeps the surface cool and prevents scratching. Once the toothpaste starts to break down, I rinse everything off with clean water and wipe the headlight dry. You'll already notice the lens starting to look clearer and brighter. Now I get an empty Coke can and turn it into a simple vapor chamber. First, I pour a small amount of acetone into the can, just enough to cover the bottom. Then, I seal the opening with aluminum tape to keep the fumes inside. I punch a small hole and insert a plastic straw through the tape so the vapor can flow out in a controlled way. This setup might look basic, but it works well for what we need next. Before moving on, I make sure everything is tight and stable because acetone evaporates fast and the fumes are flammable. This step sets up the final process that will bring the headlight back to a clear, glossy finish. Now that the can is sealed and the acetone is inside, I hold the can carefully over a small candle flame. I keep it moving so the heat spreads evenly across the bottom. After a few seconds, vapor starts forming inside the can, and that vapor is exactly what we need. I point the straw toward the headlight and let the warm mist flow across the surface. You'll see the plastic start to clear almost instantly. I work slowly from one side to the other, keeping my hands steady and staying a safe distance from the flame. This step gives the lens that final smooth, glassy finish, but remember to do it outdoors or in a well-ventilated area. Safety comes first. Now you can see how a cloudy, worn-out headlight can shine like new again with just a few simple steps and items you already have at home. It's a satisfying fix, and it makes a real difference when you're driving at night. If you enjoyed this project and want more practical DIY ideas, just like this, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and share it with a friend who loves hands-on work. I'll see you in the next one.